Hey, what's up, family? So, why the struggles in life? In the Bible, especially like in Proverbs, it speaks about how laziness leads to poverty. So, a lot of us are struggling financially because we're lazy. We're not willing to go the extra mile. We're not willing to put in the extra work. We're not willing to stay over at our jobs an extra hour or two because we've been here all day and, I just want to go home. Or I hate this job already as it is, so why would I stay extra? Why would I stay a little longer? Like, y'all need me. Like, bump that, y'all should have had all that figured out, so, like, y'all figure it out. But we wonder why we're struggling financially, because you think about the cost of living. You think about inflation these days. Everything is just out of whack. And the cost of living alone, what we're getting compensated at our jobs, it doesn't match that. It's like cost of living up here and our pay is down here. So we already in the negative when you think about the economy wise. You know what I'm saying? Then like inflation and it's like there's not a balance. So we could use that couple hours overtime at work. You know what I mean? Like, we can afford to wake up a little earlier to go in to work a little earlier. Like, we can afford to do that, but we like bump that. Like, I was up late last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'd rather chill than to go out and do what we got to do to make ends meet. And that's why a lot of us are struggling. You know what I mean? Like, even laziness when it comes down to budgeting. How much money we bringing in opposed to how much is going out. Like, we don't want to sit down and spend 30 minutes if that's how long it takes. We don't want to sit down and rack our minds to figure out, okay, what is a good strategy for us financially for us budgeting. We much rather do something else. So when you think about laziness, from the budgeting to figuring out a financial plan or strategy, to putting in the extra work, to putting in the overtime, to accepting the opportunity where, like, if we can make a couple dollars, whether somebody call us and need our assistance doing something, they offer a couple dollars. Like, we're not willing to do that. We rather not do that. We rather do something else that's not going to help us when that bill is due. We pray and ask God for opportunity. We pray and ask God to help us be able to, meet this need and pay that bill. But when He do that, when He provide a way, because it's not what we pictured, we're not willing to do it because it's not what we had in mind. We're not willing to do it, or we just don't even identify He's providing a way because it's something that we don't want to do. You know what I mean? Because we rather hang out with our people. We rather chill at home. We rather watch TV. We rather do something that's not going to help us meet the need. And we wonder why we're struggling financially. Like, honestly, like, a lot of us just lazy. You know what I mean? So, if it's you, it's not for, it may not be for you. You know what I mean? But it might be for you. It might be for me. So let's identify this challenge. Let's identify, again, this is not a struggle. You know what I mean? This is really a decision to, like, do something other than what we have to do. You know what I mean? So if it's you, if it's me, like, let's look in the mirror, like, dude, like, you're struggling because you're lazy. You're struggling because you're always talking about, I don't feel like doing it. You're struggling because you rather chill. You're struggling because you rather hang out and do other things that's not going to help you. You rather spend your money on this and not, handle the things that we must handle first. You rather, like impulsive spend. Like, it's just a number of things, and it's a reason why we're struggling. So if it's you, like, you ain't got to say nothing. Cool. Let's look in the mirror, though. Like, you got to make some changes. You got to get off your shoulders. You got to get off your behind and start doing what's necessary. No, you don't want to stay overtime, like, because you hate the job or you don't like those people you work with. I get it, but it's mindset, like, bump that. I need to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? However much you get paid a week, if they offering 2 hours overtime those 5 days, that's 10 hours. If you get paid $20 an hour, that's an extra $200. Obviously, tax is gonna, you're gonna get hit with taxes, but that's the extra $100 and something that you didn't have that week, times 4. If you get paid by the week and there's 4 weeks in that month, you know what I mean? Like, that's extra $400 that you can go put towards a bill. It's all about mindset and making a sacrifice. Are you willing to make the sacrifice that you must make to make sure that you can contribute into yourself? Because faith without works is dead. Contribute to yourself to make sure that you can, make ends meet, or at least you can knock out another bill, whatever that is, whatever that looks like for you. Let's make that sacrifice. Let's stop being lazy and get off our shoulders and put in that work, because the opportunity is there. You know what I mean? Like, he's already provided. We have to identify the opportunity and identify what it is that we can do that can help us get through this struggle that we're going through financially. It's due to laziness. Let's get our mind right. Let's go.